Despite the extreme difficulty to pinpoint the exact origins of cloth and styles, African clothing bears a rich history with strong cultural influences. Archaeologists have discovered ancient drawings in tombs in Egypt of looms, which are apparatus used for making fabric by weaving yarn or thread together. In tribal Africa, in the past and present day, clothing, even though rarely worn, were made out of raw materials such as leather, fur, loincloth, bark cloth. This is achieved when the bark of a tree is peeled until it is soft and workable. Clothing in tribal Africa is adorned with jewelry made out of seashells, eggshells, feathers, and animal horns. This is a traditional Sudanese and Egyptian garment native to the Nile Valley. The colors are often white in the summer, and during the winter, thicker fabric in other colors such as grey, dark green, olive, blue, tan or striped fabrics are used, and colorful scarves worn around the neck. This is a long, loose-fitting unisex outer robe with full sleeves. It is worn in the Maghreb region of North Africa. Included is also a baggy hood called a cob that comes to a point at the back. The hood is important for both sexes as it protects the wearer from the sun, and in earlier times was used as a defense against sand being blown into the wearer's face by strong desert winds. These are generally made of two types of material: cotton for summer wear and coarse wool for the winter. This kaftan is a pullover men's robe with long bell sleeves. These robes are common throughout West Africa, as they are formal wear in all West African countries. A white kaftan is worn for weddings. The kaftan is worn by Christians, African Jews, Muslims, and followers of African traditional religion. The Grand Boubou is one of the names for a flowing, wide-sleeved robe worn by men in the most of West Africa, and to a lesser extent in North Africa. It is related to the daishiki suit. This is usually decorated with intricate embroidery and is worn on special religious or ceremonial occasions. For example, two Islamic Eid festivals, weddings, funerals, or for attending the mosque for Friday prayer. Daishiki is a colorful garment for men widely worn in West Africa and also worn in other parts of Africa. It covers the top half of the body. Grey is the traditional color for West African weddings, whilst black and red are the traditional colors of mourning, which are worn at funerals. Kanzu is a white or cream-colored robe worn by men in the African Great Lakes region. It is referred to as a tunic in English. It is traditional wedding attire for men in the Great Lakes region. During wedding ceremonies, it is customary for the groom to wear a white kanzu and a kofia. During wedding ceremonies, it is customary for the groom to wear a white kanzu. In other countries such as Tanzania and Kenya, the groom wears a black or white blazer over the kanzu. Wire bearer is a men's shirt typically distinguished by two vertical rows of closely sewn pleats that run the length of the front and the back of the shirt. The origin of this type of garment is thought to be the result of a mixture of Native American and Spanish styles. It was developed in the late 18th or early 19th centuries and has been claimed by many Latin American countries, as well as the Philippines. The Madiba shirt has been popularized by former South African President Nelson Mandela. It is named after Mandela's clan name, Madiba, an honorary title adopted by all members of his clan. This is the traditional attire of Habesha women. The ankle-length dress is usually worn by Ethiopian women at formal events. It is made of chiffon and typically comes in white, grey, or beige shades. In North America and Europe, this dress has been retailed as Ethiopian coffee dress. It is commonly worn by men in the Arabian Peninsula, Iraq, and other Arab countries. It is normally made of cotton, but heavier materials such as sheep's wool can be used, especially in colder climates in Iraq and Syria. In some Arab countries, it is usually worn for official ceremonies and can be worn at weddings, for Eid, and for funerals. It may refer to a status of wealth and royalty, or sometimes a religious position. It was originally manufactured in Syria, Iraq, and Jordan.